any formal introductions to this one.
What's going on? Are we on?
Is this a street fight?
Well, it's a heated grudge match, we can be sure of that. The referee's called a halt to the action.
Suplex to the outside.
I'm somewhat scared about what's going on right here.
We have a ladder rail.
Just trading forearm, both men teetering. Oh!
Both men are already brandishing steel chairs. This is pretty much going to set the tone for our main event this evening. Ego Dragon is sick of the attention that El Ligero gets being put on shows up and down the country, and he has attempted to almost replace him in that role by attempting to wipe El Ligero off the face of the earth.
This is just two people who hate each other, wanting to tear each other limb from limb.
What I know is that El Ligero has a steel ladder in hand.
No, oh my God, look out! Oh! Wheel tossed El Ligero!
Right! You got any chalk? Ready to draw an outline. Oh no! Good God!
Oh my God! The referee needs to surely make a judgment call here. And there's a backpacker right back at you. Cheers and more cheers.
Oh no! Oh!
More than
Oh! There can be absolutely no good that can come from this.
The top rope has been dismantled. El Ligero has been dismantled. I think Ego Dragon has just been dismantled.
Oh, low blow. Chair shot straight between the masked eyes of El Ligero.
Because he's just trying to hang El Ligero with that top rope.
After 20 odd minutes of absolute insanity, it is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the no rules, no ropes, mask versus mask main event of the evening! in this no rules, no rope, mask versus mask main event from Los Angeles, Mexico, El Ligero!
Holy crap, Adam. You can actually feel the intensity for this main event. There's an air of eerie silence.
A lot of people were confused by the stipulation that was chosen to remove the ropes from this match, but it was quite simple. And what a lot of people don't know is that a few months ago, when Ego Dragon removed the top rope and wrapped it around the throat of El Ligero, he damaged his larynx, he crushed it. Ligero carried on, he soldiered on, but Southside management, fearing that the Ego Dragon would attempt to try that again, or even worse, to choke him, to kill him, decided to remove the ropes in an attempt for these two men to settle their score once and for all, mask versus mask.
Well, the removal of the ropes is a proper massive game changer, Adam, because there is going to be no running of the ropes. There's going to be no throwing of the Irish whip.
Both of these men are really known for fast, high-paced offense using those ropes. They do not have that option here tonight.
Ligero puts the brakes on.
Almost a European uppercut, but using the shoulder blade. Ligero firing back, overhand rights.
Someone is losing a mask here tonight, Adam, and I can't imagine either two of these men ever being the same again.
Imagine it, Dale. Imagine the man who has wrestled in a mask for his entire career, only a few days after being voted the UKFF #1, the best wrestler in this country today, for him to lose his mask and possibly his identity.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal for both of these guys. Ego Dragon seemingly appearing out of nowhere, taking complete and utter umbrage against El Ligero.
What's it been, a year?
Yeah, a year long.
A path of terror.
Yeah, have literally strewn that path of terror right through Southside. We've had street fights, we've had people being choked out, we've had them coming off ladders, chairs have been wrapped around heads.
You see, I mentioned, oh my God.
Oh, and this is where the no ropes comes into play, because Ego Dragon is fixing to chuck Ligero.
Oh my God.
Good God Almighty. Ego Dragon has just been tossed out of the ring into the first, second, third and fourth row.
These chairs haven't got any give. They don't fold.
Oh, look out, here comes Ligero. Oh my God, he's landed right on Ego Dragon's neck. But he doesn't care, and why should he?
Ligero is literally a man possessed. He is consumed by his own hatred for this man.
Well, that was one. Uno, dos. Tres.
This is going to get out of control in a hurry. In fact, it really already has.
Yeah, it's gone. It is out of control. I mean, I often say that it's a lawless environment out there, but when these two have faced off, it doesn't matter if it's been a singles match, if it's been a street fight. They have literally beaten 7 bells.
Tag matches, multi-man matches. We saw them compete in that Speed King elimination final. That didn't matter. One groin shot later, and we saw a disqualification. In fact, I believe it was this venue where we saw them take a very, very infamous tumble from the top of a ladder all the way through some tables.
And that was a sickening thud right there. El Ligero surveying the damage.
Pacing the territory.
Where is he going?
You have to think that Ligero must have something already set up from earlier to... Yeah.
It's a ladder. El Ligero has got a ladder. Ego Dragon by the merchandise.
And I don't think he's perusing the DVDs, Dale.
Well, as we take a wander to try and get a better view of what's going on.
He hits El Ligero in the stomach. I mean, Ego Dragon, sorry, into the stomach with that ladder. Oh, God.
Try and get a little closer to the action.
This is starting to eerily reminisce what we saw only 2 or 3 short months ago.
Well, Ligero setting the ladder up. Evil intentions. Oh, look out. Surely not again. This is what happened last time. The ladder was brought into play. Both guys went through last time.
But Dragon, he's woken up. Climbing up the opposite side.
Both men teetering. Oh my God. Both men just trading forearms.
Oh no. Dragon's setting him up for a suplex, Dale.
Look at Ligero, hang on. For dear life. Drives Dragon's head. Oh my Lord.
Dragon is balanced over that table. Stop through the table.
Double stop through the table from the ladder. El Ligero risking his own life.
Ego Dragon's neck might be broken.
To finish Ego Dragon. Oh my God. Look at the way Dragon's body is contorted.
Oh my God, he's moving.
Absolutely outrageous. Ligero's not done. He's not done. Look at that table, Adam. It is split into.
It has a face-shaped hole in one segment of that table, though.
Dragon's
That's it.
face. Look out, people.
Carrying him.
Stand back, come on. Everybody stand back.
Well, we're heading back towards the ring.
I take it this is not being contested under Falls Count Anywhere rules.
Pinfall has to happen in the ring.
1, 2.
And just a 2. As I say, we head to the safety confines of the ring, but with the no rope stipulation, no rules, mask versus mask.
There is nowhere safe.
The whole landscape of Southside has been dominated by this year-long feud between the two masked warriors. And right now, El Ligero, after driving Ego Dragon through the table with a double foot stomp.
And you could see the face-shaped hole. It's almost sickening. Dragon managing to muster up the strength to hold on to that ring post, avoid the Irish whip, but Ligero follows up with a savage straight kick between the shoulder blades of Ego Dragon. Whoa! Tried to hold on, swing round, lost his grip, but still came back into the ring. And you have to think, I think he came straight down on his elbow on that ring apron.
Look at the battle scars on the back of Ego Dragon already. He's got welts across his back from being driven through that table with a double foot stomp. And Ligero not done. He tried to Irish whip him into the post. Dragon tried to swing around from the momentum, slipped, almost caused himself an injury when he landed on the apron.
Oh my, he's got a large plank of wood with El Ligero's name written on it. Almost looks like it's written in blood.
Oh my God. What has Dragon got planned? Surely not Adam. He's looking for a power bomb.
Some sort of power driver or power bomb variant.
He's just looking to end El Ligero.
This isn't about pride or winning matches or win-loss records. This is about putting your opponent... Oh my God.
Drop kick through the wood.
This is about putting your opponent out of the business altogether. We have seen it happen in Mexico, not just from physicality, not just from two men hating each other enough, but the loss of a mask, something as simple as that, can end a career. It's great shame on an athlete to lose your mask. Right. This could be the last match of either man.
Yeah, tonight, Adam. someone is going to lose their mask. And what is El Ligero looking for now? He's got evil intentions. And there comes a chair.
Who puts this kind of stuff under the ring?
Oh my God, what is going on, Adam?
He's disappeared.
You know, I mean, I felt nervous standing in that ring with no ropes. I just cannot think of how these two warriors tonight were feeling before this match started. And then Dragon hasn't moved after being drop kicked through that wood.
Are you surprised? He went face first through a table over there, and then the back of his head first, straight through a large piece of wood on the apron. El Ligero's like a man incensed.
Ligero rearranging the furniture, stacking it on top of Ego Dragon. I mean, he can't climb to the top.
Can he?
No, because there's no ropes to get up there.
I think he's got another idea.
Surely not.
Yep.
Oh my God. What possesses a man to do this? How much hatred can you have for one human being to want to inflict this much pain on them?
Ladder suplex coming right up. The face, the body, everything, every part of Ego Dragon is aching right now.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Both these guys have put it, well, we think they'd put it all on the line already in their year-long rivalry, but this is taking things to another level.
This is potentially the most brutal match I've ever seen take place in Southside, Dale.
No rules, no ropes.
Guarantee he is not setting these up for a game of musical chairs. Straight kick misses, caught. Oh no. Belly to back suplex, captured. For a minute I thought he was going to spin him around and drive him head first through that stack of steel chairs. Luckily for El Ligero at least, he chose not to.
I mean, this is the break that Ego Dragon needs, really, because he's been at the brunt of the...
Whoa, yeah, okay.
Whoa! Are we still on?
I think so.
Jesus Christ.
I nearly legged it.
And it's not raining.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
What's that ruined?
Oh my Lord!
Oh my God!
What is going on?
I don't even want to know.
Oh my God! Jesus, what are you doing, man? There's electric plugs.
There's lights.
Jesus, get these cans out of the way.
Leave him there. Don't move anything, he'll kill you.
What's... Are we still on?
I think we are. I don't know anymore.
Dragon.
Can anyone hear me?
Fireman's carry. Luckily for Ligero, he felt his way out. Hits the super kick, and I'm really, really nervous right now.
Something's going to blow up.
Jesus.
We've had these two men fighting near our commentary position before, but...
Dead.
Christ! Oh my God!
Ligero has just been Death Valley driven through our announce table. It is smashed into 1,000 pieces, along with El Ligero.
I don't think El Ligero's responding. The referee may have to call this one off. Can he do that?
Like Ego Dragon's gonna let him. That would mean the end of the masked luchador's career.
You think that the referee, look, he's conflicted. He knows that if he ends this, that means the end of El Ligero's mask.
Adam, just look at the back of El Ligero. Jesus Christ.
That is a ruined man right there.
The table The table's in pieces. I'm going to say El Ligero is in pieces.
There's only even point in sitting down. We haven't got a table.
Both men have tasted wood tonight in this epic.
I don't know
Oh,
what.
it's a fight to the finish, Adam. That's what it is.
He wants more chairs.
An actual fight.
Does he need more?
The finish.
Fans are just handing them
Oh,
over.
look at the state of Ego Dragon's back. You know, somewhat poetically there. You know, what started it all off? What started it all off was the chairs. Second attempt.
Ego Dragon sick of El Ligero being the poster boy for British wrestling, and I have to think that the aforementioned #1 placing in the UKFF 50 has probably only enraged him more.
Dragon's really going to enjoy reading that.
Where did Ego Dragon place on that top 50, Dale?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
As if that man needed.
Any more reasons to be angry?
Yeah.
Oh!
Chair upside the head. Fireman's carrying them chairs are still.
Oh my God! Oh! These two men have no regard for each other's well-being. Yo!
Ligero unceremoniously dunked Ego Dragon through those chairs that were precariously set up.
The best thing that could have happened would have been those chairs to split. They didn't. He just bounced off the metal. Neither man, after this match, is ever going to be the same.
What utter carnage we are seeing tonight, Adam. And Dragon, in his efforts to get away from Ligero, is heading back that way again towards more tables.
More danger. The possibility of more broken bones.
Oh my lord, where are they going? Back to the merchandise. We need to hurry up, because I don't know what's going on. Dragon seems to be stalking El Ligero.
This is literally one of the most ridiculous matches I've ever seen.
Adam, Ego Dragon is climbing up the bleachers.
This folded away bleacher seating, but Ligero quickly revived. Dragon holding on for dear life.
Adam.
Ligero's following him.
Oh, look out. Ligero still on the bleachers, heading right to the top. What is he thinking, Adam, right now?
What on earth is going through this man's mind?
The sick things that people do. Ligero, oh my God, he's at the top of the bleachers, Adam!
No good can come of this! Oh my God!
Crossbody from the top of the bleachers, straight onto Ego Dragon. That is ridiculous! Absolutely ridiculous!
Ego Dragon, the referee, several bystanders have just been completely wiped out by one man's quest to end another man's career.
Bodies everywhere. The fans are just in awe of the bloodthirsty carnage that we are seeing here tonight.
This is the closest thing I've seen to a crime scene ever to happen during a professional wrestling match.
And miraculously, both men are moving.
If this happened in the street, both men will be locked up for the rest of their lives.
Well, the referee's trying to usher them back to the ring. What good that's going to do, I'll never know. It's full of weapons.
Nowhere is safe. The referee's running on instinct, just doing what he does best. Usher them back to the ring.
There's a sea of bodies. And a wave of carnage. As we try and head back towards the ring. Now, roving commentary. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere.
I don't think I am.
Both men back to the safety of the ring.
Yeah, safety. Chairs, ladders, nice pool of blood. What's next? Someone going to bring in a shark?
Well, in an incredible turn of events, Adam, both men are on their knees trading blows. This has gone beyond ridiculous. Just one forearm after another.
We are literally at breaking point. You have to know that the next move is crucial. The next big move is going to end this match, possibly end a career.
But Adam, will it be a move or will it be a mistake? Will one person's mistake be the telling blow in this unbelievable, brutal war? Oh, Dragon looking for that stomp. Tilt-a-whirl.
Oh my
Drives
God.
the knees into the throat of
One,
Ego Dragon.
2, and no!
Good God. Good God Almighty. Even Ligero thought that was 3. We was about to see somebody get unmasked. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it, Adam. No rules, no ropes, mask versus mask. Insane.
No rules, no respect.
Look at Ligero. The adrenaline must be flowing through those veins. And the will to take that other man's mask must be the thing that's... I'd say it would be dominating the mind of El Ligero. The only thing that's dominating the mind of El Ligero now is the fact that he's had Ego Dragon's knees thrust into his ribs.
It's amazing that even though both of these men have their faces and almost completely covered, that their faces tell a story. You can see the hatred behind the mask.
Oh, that is the stomp to end all stomps. Those, oh my lord, those educated feet.
Martial arts style kick.
Oh, we all know Dragon's well versed in martial arts. We've seen it many a times. Those kicks, that Dragon's tail kick that he likes to use to end opponents. If he hits that tonight, after all this damage, we will see El Ligero lose his mask. The fans in awe of the action that they're seeing unfold. Both men. Here it is, Jack. That was it there.
Oh, those bolts that are sticking out from the ring post. Driven into the back, the liver, the kidneys.
That is just plain evil. Absolute pure evil. You're right, Adam. Look at those spikes sticking out. Where the ring gets hooked around. Just drilled into the back. What's Ligero got?
Handcuffs.
Handcuffs.
When did El Ligero turn evil? This is not the usual El Ligero that we are all used to seeing. He's broken, Dale.
What is he going to do? He's not... He's going to cuff.
He's cuffing his arms together.
He's cuffing him to the ring post. Jesus wept. The ring moved.
That was a stiff kick.
And there's one to the back of the head. Now Dragon is cuffed.
He's took the referee's belt.
Holy crap. He's going to whip him. On the back is already welted to hell. Oh! Yeah, that is going to sting in the morning. But that's the least of Ego Dragon's troubles right now. As Ligero... Oh, well, since Ligero was good.
Ligero treating Ego Dragon like a 17th century woman.
Well, he's got a chair. He's got another chair.
He didn't like the first one.
Oh, he's seeing red. I think he's seen enough. No way. A vile chair shot to the back of the handcuffed Ego Dragon.
I am in awe of the brutality.
Ligero's just said he's going to demask.
I thought there was nothing left in this business that could shock me. I was wrong.
A low blow. Perhaps the only thing Ego Dragon could do.
And
right
wisely.
there.
He needed to do that.
Yeah, that's the beauty, I guess, of the top rope, not
But,
any of the ropes.
however,
really.
it's still a conundrum because Ego Dragon's hands are stuck together while he tries to figure this out.
The referee...
He needs some bolt cutters or something.
The referee asking El Ligero if he wants to continue, and you know what the answer was? Damn right I do. Oh, Dragon,
I think he used one of the bars under the ring.
Yeah.
Wedged the handcuffs and split them.
But look at the damage that's been done. What is Dragon thinking now?
Oh, who knows? I've long since given up trying to predict what they're thinking, which way they will take this. This is crazy.
Once again, oh, look at the state of the back of Ego Dragon. Both men have got to be broken inside, both physically and mentally, Adam.
Yeah, it's true. The mental toll that this is going to take on both of these men is just unbelievable.
Well, you might get your wish, Adam.
Yep. Belly to back suplex over 4 stud-up chairs.
That did not give way. Hooks the leg.
2. This
one is still going on, Adam.
I was getting ready to ring the bell because I honestly thought that was it for Ligero.
At the end of the day, Adam, will we really have any winners?
No, not really. How do you return to normal after something like this?
Here it comes. Oh, there's that return low blow from El Ligero.
They've always said that someone who has taken others...
Adam, hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off, but look at the positioning of Ego Dragon. Look at the positioning up.
Oh, God!
And he just rung his bell, cleaned his clock, wiped him out of the face
Shattered
of the planet.
the skull. 1, 2, and...
How in God's name? How did Dragon kick out? This is some main event.
What's it going to take to end this? A gun? A knife?
And Ligero's got the ladder again. Oh, now what's he doing? He's perched it up against the ring post.
I think I have an idea.
Look at you. I mean, like you said earlier, Adam, that both men are masked, but you can see the pain etched on their faces. Both men are hurting bad inside. The crowd has gone eerily silent as El Ligero, rung by rung, heads up that ladder.
I think he's using it to climb onto this top bar.
No way. What is this man thinking?
Oh, massive! 1, 2, and no!
Oh, I was sure that was it. I think Ligero was sure that was it. Incredible scenes, Adam. Absolutely incredible.
And the craziest thing I have ever seen in all of my life. We've commented on some nutty matches before, man, but this...
There's got to be broken ribs. There's got to be smashed sternums. There's got to be... There's got to be a number of injuries to both of these guys, but yet they carry on.
How do both of these men sleep at night?
The will to win.
How do they do it?
The will to win, Adam, in this match.
How can you possibly, mentally, inflict this pain on somebody, on another human being, willingly? What drives you to that? How much must you hate another man?
It's gone beyond titles. It's gone beyond just one man's hatred for another. This has gone on to something on a whole new level, something that I have never seen before in pro wrestling.
This is not a level of anger I've ever felt or experienced.
Hold on. There is another plank of wood. And this one's got Ego Dragon's name on it. Oh, it's a makeshift table. If we haven't already seen enough damage. It's almost like a sick game of one-upmanship. As you said, one man's quest to end another man's career. Oh, Christ.
Please, no.
What?
Don't even... It's
What?
it's not what I think it is, right? It's got to be something just...
It's not a pot of potpourri, is it?
Oh, no.
You know it, I know it. It's thumbtacks. Adam, we have thumbtacks.
This has gotten beyond a joke now.
4 chairs, a plank of wood, a ladder, and now thumbtacks. Sick and twisted is the only thing I can say.
This is awful.
Oh my God.
You know what? I enjoy a horror movie as much as the next person, Dale. Something like Saw, a little bit sick, a little bit twisted. But that's not real. That's makeup and special effects. This is real people.
Oh my God. If Ego Dragon's back wasn't already... Look at that welt on the back. It wasn't already in a state it's about to be.
Or alternatively...
For dear life, look at Dragon trying to fight.
Alternatively, we
No
could
way.
well be seeing...
Absolutely not. Dragon has got Ligero in the suplex.
Oh, God! Ah!
El Ligero has just been suplexed from the turret. Locks the leg. 2.
Oh, no!
El Ligero has just been suplexed through a table covered in thumbtacks.
Lord have mercy, look how they're stuck in his back.
I feel sick. I feel absolutely sick. Oh my God. There is thumbtacks stuck in the back of El Ligero.
There's some stuck in the back of his mask. They've got to be stuck in his skull.
And the dragon's tail.
Missed.
Ligero ducks. Got him in a crossface. Dead centre of the ring. Dragon is looking to break it on the ropes, but there's no ropes, Adam. There's
nothing.
no ropes.
He can't break it.
There's no ropes. He's rolled him through, back dead centre, but it matters not. There's no ropes. He's got it looking at the talk. Oh my God! Ego Dragon has tapped. Ego Dragon has tapped.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, El Ligero!
Absolutely insane.
How can you say he won?
Pandemonium.
How can you say there was a winner and a loser here? Both men are scarred, potentially for life.
Oh, Ligero is bleeding from 1,000 puncture holes in his back from those wicked, wicked thumbtacks. I have no idea how, Adam, but Ligero Ligero is the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, as per stipulation, Ego Dragon must now be unmasked!
Well, what the hell? We are about to see the unmasking of Ego Dragon.
I'm speechless.
Both men have waged an absolute epic war for a full calendar year. Oh, I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say.
We are about to find out. After this epic war. Adam, we need to get down to see who this is. We need to get to a better vantage point as Ligero slowly. Oh!
Of course he's not happy. He's about to lose his identity. The mask is such an important part of a wrestler's career. He's doing it himself.
Just look, Adam, look at the back of El Ligero. That is sick.
Still. Oh my God!
What the hell? Oh! That's Martin Kirby! What the hell?
Give him a like.
Oh my.
El Ligero, this isn't over!
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just seen the unmasking of Ego Dragon.